Morning everyone, kid in a sweet shop today I am. I've come to Great Baddow near Chelmsford to Ronnie Crowe's airgun shop to spend all my birthday money. So I'm going to take you along for the ride. Let's go, shall we? This must be Ronnie Crowe's test firing area. Only joking. Mr. and Mrs. Duck. They must have heard I was coming. Talk about giving a drunk the keys to the distillery. Right, let's get inside. A little bit of free publicity for Mike Crowe, son of Ronnie. Really helpful guy. Gave me some really helpful tips. Told me what I didn't need to buy, which is always lovely to hear from someone. So I'm going to do a little bit of footage of his shop just to show you what an Aladdin's cave it is and how involved his stock is. He's got loads of gear, hunting gear for every occasion. Everything from airsoft.
I just have said to people, if you want to shoot regularly at a close range, like 15 yards, you'll find it will only zero at 15 yards. Well, they can name it.
Decoys and traps.
It does. I mean, it is quite quiet. When you find it's not a loud gun.
Camo hunting gear.
But the air of it's done, the pure air of it.
And massive stocks of fishing equipment.
No, it's just a good looking gun. And right.
They're injection moulded guns down there, and obviously can make them cheaper and cheaper.
There's a lovely knife and Leatherman section for all you knife and Leatherman enthusiasts. And your old Swiss Army knives. And a nice air rifle section. Good range of rifles, good range of prices. Anywhere from the beginner that I bought today right up to 500 quid's worth of top end stuff. All in all, a very involved, well appointed shop. If you're ever in the area, yeah, get yourselves in here and have a look round. Kid in a sweet shop. Well, here it is, my new spring and piston action SMK B19 in .22 calibre. It's my first air rifle, so I wanted something as close as possible to the legal limit, but it wasn't going to be too heavy on the wallet. This comes in pretty close to the 12 foot-pound limit at 11.5 pound, giving 610 feet per second in the .22 or 800 feet per second if you go for the 177. So for an entry-level gat, it's pretty respectable power-wise. It's got a manual safety catch, a two-stage anti-bear trap trigger to prevent firing accidents while the breech is open, and comes with fully adjustable rear sight and a fixed hooded foresight. Total length is about 107 centimetres or 41.5 inches, including the padded butt plate, and it weighs in minus extras at about 2.8 kilos or 6 pound. Pretty reasonable. The brake barrel mechanism feels solid and well engineered, and a nice touch is the adjustable breech bolt, so you can adjust any wobble that develops over time or through use. Before I committed to the B19, I'd been considering synthetic stocks, but after handling a few, the hardwood one seemed a lot more solid. The scope is a BSA Essentials 3-9x32 AO with amber tinted lens caps to help in low light conditions. It's very user friendly with magnification and focus at the eyepiece and the AO or adjustable objective at the objective end. The AO lets you set the focal length of the scope for the distance you'll be shooting at. For me, night shooting was always going to be a consideration, so I added a crowe ultrafire lamp. It's underslung on the barrel, which keeps it out of the way, and having it mounted well forward means that no part of the rifle or the shooter is ever lit up. I changed the original on-off button cap for a pressure switch, which is velcroed to the stock. My favourite add-on a UTG Dragon Claw adjustable folding bipod. Great for increasing your shot accuracy, but also helpful if you need to rough zero your rifle in the field where a rifle clamp probably isn't going to be available. With a posi-lock system on the 9 to 11 inch extendable legs and an adjuster wheel for barrel diameter, it offers quite a bit of flexibility, certainly enough for an airgun beginner like me. To attach the sling I made two simple loops, large one for the butt, small one for the barrel. Nice and easy to detach when that golden shot presents itself. Any old excuse to use a couple more rivets. For ammo I'm using SMK graphite coated dome heads, and for cleaning I've got Napier oil, Napier cloths and a British Army pull through. .22 calibre equates to 5.5mm and the pull through is 5mm, so the two work well together. I've also knocked up a few reflective targets of my own as well. Finally, a couple of stock pouches keep all the essentials to hand. Well, that's enough of that. Let's see how it all goes together, shall we? And here she is in all her glory. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. As if I'd leave you hanging like that. Now comes the good part.
Given the chance I go for it, one step at a time. One step at a time.
Well, here I am in the woods again, back in the classroom. Must like it here, I keep coming back. Last time I was here I prepped a load of firewood for the next time I was here. But I hid it under a pile of leaves and it's a little bit damp, so just to make sure I'm alright for breakfast in the morning. I've got a bit of kindling and we're just drying it out. Pretty, innit? So there's the reflective targets that I made. This is just with a head torch, which isn't, it's bright, but it's not that bright. The lamp's a lot brighter, so they should really glow up. And there's what I spent the night in last night. I had a few bits and pieces spare, like an old sheet and some bendy poles and a conventional tent pole that I sawed up to make little sockets that you bang into the ground and then the bendy poles go into them. I just wanted to try out a couple of different combinations of how it could all go together. It was really warm last night, but pretty windy from up the hill, up that way, so all I needed was a windshield, and that done a fairly good job of that. You can tauten the height up a little bit by sticking sticks in, and there is a couple of guy lines on it, just to keep the poles tensioned. The only thing I'd probably change would be to sew one of these edges over so it creates a channel, because it's all a bit floppy, and if it was channeled, the pole would sit in there really nicely and give you a really good loop. But short of that, it works. It don't look that pretty, but it would have kept the rain off. Good thing about this is you can shorten the poles as well. So if you wanted to bring that edge there right down to the floor here, you could just take a section of pole out, which is what I've already done here, and just put the next one up into the socket to make it a bit more low-key, or just resize your poles, but it's always good to have long ones that you can change. It's nice to be able to do an open fronted shelter like that, especially in good weather. The only downside is it only really gives you one side's protection from the wind, because these sides are pretty open, and I don't do a sleet sheet big enough to cover that. So this is one of the sockets from a conventional tent pole. Basically all you have to do is saw up an old tent pole and crimp the end in a vice or something, and then basically that gives you the point for going into the ground. Which your bendy poles sit in fairly nicely. After I met up with Jedi, I said I was going to give this one a try. Chorizo and eggs. I haven't got wraps today though. I've got baguettes and salt and peppers in a briquette. Oh, that's awful. You wouldn't like it. More visitors. Hello. Hello. I've eaten it all now. You're too late. Ha! A canine that I beat to breakfast. About blooming time. That's right. You heard me. Hello. Oh dear. Hysterical dog owner. She's been eating insanity peppers again. This is a present from a mate of ours in Scotland. Another friend of ours moved up there and got herself a lovely new fiance, top fella. And last time she was down visiting her family and friends, she brought this with her with the message, if anyone needs one of these, you do. It's almost like he knows me. So to Tam in Scotland, you're a geezer, thank you very much. You'll see me having a little play with that in a minute. There you go, mate. From Southend with love. I'm not sure if it's a sword or a knife or what, but we'll find out in a minute. That'll do the job, Tam. Thanks, mate. Nice one. You can get pictures of targets quite easy on the internet, so I just printed these out myself. And there's my spinning ones. This classroom just keeps on giving. Look, there's even a pellet shelf. Yeah, they work alright, don't they? They spin well. If all you want is a nice ding and a spin on something pigeon or rabbit sized from a bit of distance, then they're okay. But if you're scoring yourself, they're probably not. They're not keepers, because they take quite a pounding. That's a good thing though. It means the air rifle's alright. As you can see, for an entry-level setup, it performs pretty well. The scope and bipod help, of course, but it's all about the accuracy, particularly if you're going to be hunting and want a quick dispatch. I won't be using live targets for practice, but I will be shooting if I'm going to eat it. All the pigeons and the rabbits around here are cold anyway, because it's all farmland and they eat the seed in the crops. So they end up in the food chain, as will the ones I take. I hope you enjoyed the review and the shoot, guys. I know I did, that's for sure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.